Bob Reeve was one of those fellows who drifted up to Alaska with just a few cents in his pocket. A couple of dimes was about it. He came north as a stowaway on a steamship and ended up in Valdez in 1932. It wasn't long until Bob ran into Owen Meals, a local pilot and service operator. Noting that Meals had a busted-up biplane, an open cockpit named Eagle Rock, sitting alongside his hangar, Bob came up with an idea. If Meals would hire him to repair it, Bob would agree to lease it. The deal was struck, and Bob, who formerly had flown mail in the Andes Mountains of South America, began flying for hire. Having observed the hauling of freight by plane in the South American mountains, Bob figured that he'd give it a try in Valdez. He bought a larger plane, a single-engine Fairchild 51, equipped it with skis, and devised a way of taking off and landing on the tidal flats just outside of Valdez. This allowed a year-round hauling of much-needed equipment and supplies to booming mining operations in the mountains surrounding Valdez. There was nothing fancy about this setup, perhaps nothing more than a windsock, a storage shack, and barrels of fuel. The roar of Reeve's blue and orange plane echoed off the mountains, and mud flew everywhere as it skimmed over the surface of the flats and lifted off toward the glacier fields. Needless to say, the local ducks and geese weren't too thrilled about his arrangement. Bob Reeve was the first to attempt landing on Alaska's glaciers and earned the title Glacier Pilot. He would make over 2,000 glacier landings, hauling over 1 million pounds of freight before leaving Valdez in 1938. After World War II, Bob Reeve began Reeve Aleutian Airways, which served the Alaska Peninsula and Aleutian Islands until the year 2000.